Hello, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great Monday. Hope you guys made money. There's been some tough trading conditions today, so hopefully, if you lost money, it was small losers only. I'm gonna go over some of the trades that I took and specifically why I trade spies and Qs on days like this. Uh, when you have a lot of names gapping past your watch list, right? I was watching a ZM pivot, watching a Piton pivot, whatever, right? I had a bunch of stuff on watch that just got hit, and they're basically at my take profit point. The initial uh, value is always to the upside. So, what I like to do on days like this is do what I call a market play. So, I typically don't trade PS60, or when I do on SPY, it is on the hourly and daily only. So, on my 5 minute charts, I have SPY with just VWAP pivot points with VIX, ADD, and NYSE tick. So off the open, we got some aggressive shorts. We moved two ATRs down, trapping really stupid shorts. Like you should never be shorting um, weakness on a gap down like this, especially when you're near a big key level or moving average, which we were. So we got that initial down move, aggressive buying. I got long into this VWAP here, and I got stopped out on this down move right here. But when I notice when VIX is falling, ADD is falling, which isn't a good sign. I want this to point upwards, but uh, Tech was open basically negative 2000 and it went all the way up to positive tech. So I was long this SPY on this first opening move, right? We held the 100-day, which is great. We kind of broke past it. We consolidated a little bit and tried to reclaim it a few times intraday. But towards the end of the day, we got this basically heroic close above VWAP and above the 5 and 10 day on the hourly as well, and above the 100-day. But we have to be open minded. If this loses these lows, like we have room all the way down to 220, I'd probably take some risk off into 425 and 424. Personally, these rejections right here could act as support on SPY. But remember, we are outside our daily Bollinger Bands, and typically SPY likes to mean revert. I believe that on Tuesday, tomorrow, this, by the way, is a back test my friend sent me in another Discord, but essentially what this back test is telling us is that the last 14 of 16 instances where we saw some selling Friday, some selling Monday, with similar price action. Tuesday, we did have a relief bounce on most of them, with the exception of this day right here, which was the COVID sell off. And other than that, we were either consolidating or bouncing back a little bit. So I do think we mean revert a little bit on the SPYs. So, but we do have to be minded. The Evergrande situation is not getting any better. I think that the United States has good measures to prevent something like that in the United States in the U.S. From happening, but we have to be open minded. Price action is key. I do expect a bounce, but say we gap down again near this 100-day, we will look for rejects and bounces off capitulation and stuff like that. So, some names that I like into tomorrow still. ZM. I'm still short the ZM. Actually, first, let me go over my executions. SPY, break and reclaim off that entry, sold into that down move, and ZM got short into 282.50. I basically have risk above 288. Not in too many shares, just only 100. but we'll see how this sets up. I really like this if it loses at 73 and the markets remain weak. If not, it at least has room to bounce off the 73. So we could capture, let's see, almost 7 points of movement, at least at the 73. So I kind of like this for a swing trade lower. And obviously, if it breaks the 73, it will follow this channel downwards into the daily Bollinger Band. But this daily looks super weak, you know. Same with Piton. Similar price action. I tried to short this thing today. I could not get good prices, and the 1 hour was kind of messy. Kind of not a lot of volume here, but if you short it into this daily moving average right here, provided for a nice move under that 102.50. Can it set up for tomorrow? Yeah, I guess so, but the hourly is just not expanded that much. It's going to be a slow mover down, and I typically don't like moves like that. So, not really going to watch that. For tomorrow, if we bounce, I like this Apple. If we can get above, basically today's high, have room into this 50-day. Shouldn't be a bad bounce, to say the least. NVDA, you can play both sides above this high right here, get you to 215, and maybe you could get a shot at the 20 right here. On the downside, if it loses 206.50, lots of downside on this, and then you could run a stop basically 209 above this 50-day moving average. So I do like this on the video. Semis have been stronger, but we are getting a little bit of weakness, obviously, with the overall market. But just keep in mind that this has been a monster of a name, like names like AMD, NVIDIA. They've been breaking out, so we'll see if we get above this on SMH gap fill to the 20. It seems possible, but other than that, that's all I really have to add for today. Hope you guys trade smart. Again, always be open-minded for the moves. Never try to be too biased in one thing. And say you have too many things you want to watch, Apple, NVIDIA, all these high beta names. Your best bet on days like this where ranges on SPY and volatilities increase, just trade the SPYs and the Qs. That's my biggest advice. But I think they're a little bit easier to trade and to watch, but everyone has their own personal opinions with that regard. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.